Today, we've been asked to cover the important points of dedicated space for electrical equipment, and we're going to use NFPA LiNK to do it. The easy-to-use digital access to NFPA codes and standards. We're going to get started. NFPA 70 or the NEC 2023, and we're going to go to Article 110, 26E as in Edward, and that is going to be covering dedicated space. You'll see the ability to select it over here to 110.26, and we will scroll down to 110.26E as in Edward, and you will see dedicated space. And understand that all service equipment, switchboards, switchgear, panel boards, and motor control centers, or MCCs as they're called in the field, are required to be in dedicated space. So what exactly is dedicated space? I'll highlight that right here for you. Dedicated space is basically the thumbprint of the previously mentioned equipment. So the width of that equipment could be 30 inches, could be 36 inches, could be 6.5 feet or 7 feet, depending on how big the equipment is. To a height of 6 feet above the top of the equipment or to structural ceiling, whichever is lower. I'm going to open up our enhanced content. This is in the blue right here. We can expand that and you will see a great picture here. And you would need to contact your local AHJ for their opinion and determination of what a structural ceiling is. In our example, we're going to use 8 feet to the top of the switchboard or panel board, and that's above the finished floor. So the top of the dedicated space would be 6 feet plus 8 feet, and it would take us to a height of 14 feet. Only electrical wiring, such as raceways, troughs, junction boxes, is permitted in that space. Above the dedicated space is a different story. That's covered in 110.26E1B as in Bravo, and it talks about foreign systems. Foreign systems such as ductwork, roof drains, sprinkler pipes, water lines are allowed above the 14 foot in our example. So they're allowed above that, and you'll see in this picture the exhaust duct, as long as they are protected or have protection from leaks, condensation, or breaks in that foreign system. So if there's any potential for this to damage the electrical equipment, it needs to have some protection so that the water or condensation or whatever cannot get in or damage the electrical equipment. However, the one thing that is allowed in the dedicated space other than electrical equipment in this would be a suspended ceiling with removable panels. So a drop ceiling, as it's called in the field, could be there. These are typically not considered structural ceilings. You will see sprinkler systems that are also allowed outside of the dedicated space, but they are permitted to protect the dedicated space. I hope this answered a lot of your questions about dedicated space for electrical equipment. Be sure to visit nfpa.org/LiNK and give LiNK a try if you haven't already. As you just saw, LiNK is truly a window to productivity.